In the heart of the unforgiving desert, survival is a relentless game of strategy, speed, and raw instinct. An apex predator moves silently through the brush, the Cape Cobra, a master of stealth and lethal venom. But the desert is also home to its ultimate rival, the highly agile and notoriously tenacious mongoose. With senses honed by generations of conflict, this small carnivore is always on high alert for danger. When threatened, the cobra rises, unfurling its broad hood, a universal warning of impending death. The stage is set for an ancient duel, where a single miscalculation will cost one of them their life. The mongoose initiates a cautious dance, testing the snake's reflexes and seeking a gap in its defense. Every muscle in the mongoose's body is primed, calculating the exact distance of the cobra's reach. The first strike is thrown. The mongoose relies on its legendary speed to bait the serpent into committing. Missed. The cobra reestablishes its stance, but the mongoose is already positioning itself for another angle of attack.
Using lateral agility, the mammal attempts to overload the reptile's sensory system, searching for a blind spot.
A barrage of lethal thrusts rains down, but the mongoose's reflexes are unmatched, dodging death by fractions of a second. The relentless speed of the defense begins to take a toll on the cold-blooded serpent, draining its limited energy. The mongoose continues its psychological warfare, maintaining relentless pressure to force a fatal mistake. The relentless movement forces the cobra to turn constantly, testing its spatial awareness and stamina.
The vocalizations of the mongoose grow more aggressive, signaling that the play-fighting phase is officially over.
The cobra risks everything on a long-range strike, but the agile mammal leaps clear, defying gravity to survive. As the cobra struggles to recover its balance, the mongoose seizes the opportunity to close the gap. The dynamic of the battle has shifted. The defender is now preparing to become the aggressor. A near miss. The mongoose begins to target the vulnerable areas behind the cobra's broad, flared hood. With every passing minute, the venomous giant grows weaker, its cold-blooded metabolism slowing in the cooler air. As the desert wind rises, the battle of endurance reaches a critical turning point for both predators. The scent of exhaustion is clear. The mongoose prepares to transition from tactical dodging to a lethal strike.
Predictable and slow, the cobra's defense is easily bypassed by the sharp, calculated instincts of its foe.
The first physical blow is landed. A swift bite to the flank serves as a warning of what is to come. For the first time, the deadly serpent contemplates retreat, its formidable confidence shaken by the relentless mammal. But there is no escape. The mongoose has cut off all routes to safety, trapping the cobra in the open. With absolute precision, the mongoose locks onto its final target, waiting for the snake's guard to drop completely. The trap is sprung. In a flash of fur and scales, the final, decisive blow of the duel is delivered. The bite connects, locking the two fighters in a desperate, violent grapple of strength and raw survival.
The cobra retaliates with the muscular force of its coiled body, trying to crush its attacker's resolve.
Sensing the danger of the constricting coils, the agile predator slips away, instantly resetting the tactical distance. The temperature drops as night approaches, a transition that favors the warm-blooded mammal over its cold-blooded prey. Every breath becomes an effort for the cobra. Its cold metabolism is struggling in the cool evening air. Even in its weakened state, the forest cobra's powerful lashing tail remains a dangerous tool of defense.
A swift counterstrike. The mongoose gradually chips away at the serpent's armor, weakening its structure bit by bit.
A timeless struggle on a massive stage, where nature's design pits ultimate weapon against ultimate defense. Equipped with thick skin and incredible cardiovascular stamina, the mongoose is built to outlast its cold-blooded foe. Retreat is no longer an option. The mongoose actively blocks every path, keeping the pressure absolute. The cobra's primary tracking mechanism begins to fail, leaving it vulnerable to blind spots.
Frustration and exhaustion set in, clouding the serpent's lethal instincts with desperate panic.
For the silent spectators of the desert, this high-stakes clash is a warning to stay hidden. The mongoose employs a hit-and-run strategy, slowly wearing down the cobra's physical reserves.
The majestic predator is a shadow of its former self, its strength ebbed away by the relentless assault. The final phase of the duel begins. The mongoose narrows the gap, ready to claim its prize.
A slow, predictable final strike is easily avoided, leaving the cobra's neck completely exposed.
With absolute precision, the mongoose launches its final offensive, targeting the critical nerve center. Every ounce of the mammal's strength is channeled into pinning the powerful reptile to the earth. Slowly, the struggle de-escalates. The powerful coils of the desert giant finally grow still. As the cool night breeze sweeps over the dunes, the ultimate battle of the Kalahari reaches its conclusion. The victor stands proud, a testament to the power of agility, stamina, and unmatched reflexes. With the danger neutralized, the dominant hunter calls in the rest of the family to share the reward.
Together, the clan works to secure their food, ensuring the survival of the entire family for days to come. A valuable lesson for the next generation. The desert is beautiful, but it belongs to the swift and the brave.
In the harsh economy of the desert, a victory of this scale provides vital sustenance for the entire community. For the youngest members of the clan, the feast is both a vital meal and an essential lesson in survival.
Securing the prize inside their underground stronghold ensures that scavengers won't steal the hard-earned reward.
Even the smallest inhabitants of the dunes benefit from the fallout of this titanic clash. Time and the relentless elements quickly reduce the once feared predator to a quiet, stark monument of bone. The silent, fanged skull remains as a grim warning of the lethal power that once ruled these sands. An elegant curve of bone, slowly returning its nutrients back to the very earth that nurtured it. Under the cold light of 1,000 stars, the desert night claims the final physical trace of the battle.
The hunter returns, patrolling its territory under the cover of darkness to secure its boundaries. A quiet check of a former adversary, a simple instinct to ensure the threat is gone forever. On sentinel duty, the guardian of the clan stands watch against the shadowy dangers of the night. Deep below the surface, the family sleeps in safety, protected by the vigilance of their sentinel. As dawn breaks over the Kalahari, the warmth of a new day brings the desert back to life. The cycle begins once more as the first hunters step out to greet the rising sun. United, vigilant, and undefeated, the clan stands ready to face whatever challenges the desert brings next. For in this wild land, only the sharpest eyes survive.